Hello everybody, my name is Sumatra and I'm going to show you my seed starting technique. It is now early March and I started in early February and it'll probably go on for another, probably until the end of March, and then by then I'll be gardening outside. I'm going to show you my materials that I used and some of the results of the early starts. So the materials that you will need to start your seeds are seeds, potting soil, paper towels, sandwich bags, and 2 sizes of cups. I used bathroom size cups and also 12-ounce hot cups. Starting the seeds. I use the paper towel method to start germinating the seeds, and that's basically taking a paper towel, folding it up, soaking it in water, wringing it out, and then sprinkling seeds on the paper towel, and then putting that in a Ziploc bag. I did not make this technique up. I got it from watching videos and Googling things. To be honest with you, the paper towel technique, the best description of growing seeds from a paper towel I got from a marijuana site. Somebody was growing marijuana, and the guy who put his little video together was very good at explaining things, and he didn't leave out any steps, and he made me think that it was something that I should try, even though I wasn't trying to grow marijuana. I have found that although most of the time when you see references to the paper towel method, they're recommending that you use it to test the seed. I have found that it works for almost all seeds. Okay, here is my shoebox that I have about 4 different sandwich bags of seeds that are still germinating. They're about ready to go. They can be transferred to the cups. But these are tomato seeds. These are Roma tomato seeds. As you can see, I've reused the bags a couple of times. I don't reuse the paper towels, but I reuse the bags. And I just want to see if I can get a close-up shot of some of the sprouts there. Yeah, you can see that one. It's ready to go. All of them don't have to sprout. I think the most interesting thing about these Roma tomatoes was that they were packaged for 2006. And this is 2013. And they're still sprouting. All of them aren't going to sprout. Probably they have every year the seed packet is not used. The germination rate is a lot lower, but the paper towel keeps the seeds constantly moist, and if they want to germinate, if they have a will to germinate, they will. Today is March 1st, and these seeds were put in the bag on February 22nd, and it took a long time. It took a long time, I gotta admit. The fresh tomato seeds, I have some fresh tomato seeds, not Roma seeds, but they germinated in a couple of days. So obviously this took a week. So it takes more time. I use the tweezers to take the seeds off of the paper towel. I take the paper towel out of the plastic, and then I just used the tweezers. And I use the small cups. This has a lot of seeds in them. These are the old, the 4 or 5 year old seeds. So I use. I'm gonna probably put these all in 1 or 2 paper cups. Not because most of them will not germinate. The seeds are the cheapest thing in this equation. usually the seeds are the cheapest things in the equation. The most expensive things are the cups, the soil, and the power, the light. You're lighting you're using electricity. So the seeds have to prove their way. I'm not going to give them a lot of room to grow until they have proven that they want to grow. So these all are going to get into 2 cups. For each plastic bag, I usually separate the seeds into 2 cups initially, and then I will, as they grow, I'll start dividing them. I don't really thin them out. I don't throw the seedlings away generally. Just put them in other cups, but you're gonna see that they're gonna be crowded in the cups. Okay, I'm in my basement now, and this is my growing station. It is made up of a utility shelf and 3 shop lights. So it's a real high-tech, high-class operation here. As you can see, they're really, really crowded. And most of them are doing okay. One of the problems is I don't have that much room. So some of these plants are going to be moving outside in a couple of weeks because they're cold tolerant. I've got a lot of I've got broccoli, cabbage, pak choy, broccoli rabe, Brussels sprouts, things like that. I've got violas. Things like that are going to move outside in a couple of weeks, and they're going to give up their space. And I've got some other things. I have tomatoes and peppers. They're going to be around for a lot longer. So right now they're jammed into these little cups. And they're really ready to go into the larger cups, but I'm going to have to figure out what to do with some of these larger plants before I can transplant the tomatoes and the peppers. I usually end up with 2 to 4 plants per large cup. Depends on this. It depends on the plant. So last year. This is the second year that I've done this, so we'll find out if last year was a fluke or if it was a real process this year. But I started out. I took these large cups. I have a community garden plot. My yard doesn't get enough sunlight, so this is a lot of plants. This is a lot of plants. I'm going to be probably giving some of them away to the other people in the community garden and the neighbors. But I don't use the entire seed packet unless I only got 10 seeds. But for the most part, they usually give you 20 to 100 seeds in a packet, and it may take several years to use all of those seeds. So it's more economical to start with seeds than not. I have just found that using the paper cups works a lot better for me than using the plastic grow pots and everything that you get from the garden center. This is just a drawer from a kitchen. I had an old kitchen drawer that I got, and then I lined it with a plastic garbage bag, and then I put newspaper at the bottom. Last year I didn't put the newspaper at the bottom, and I think I had more mold last year than I have this year. So I think putting the newspaper on top of the plastic bag was a good move. But you're going to get some mold. I don't know if the mold affects the plants. I hope it doesn't. I hope it's not. I don't think it's that dangerous mold. I'm not a scientist, so I don't know. But it's not. It doesn't smell, like the mold, the regular basement mold. I do know that if the seeds are sick, you can kind of tell when the seeds aren't doing that well. But if the seeds are sick, you know, the mold doesn't help. I use tweezers down here too. Tweezers are a great tool when you're dealing with seedlings because the tweezers are, they can move, you've got more control. These plants have probably been in the cups for about a few days on this row. On the row above, these plants just got there. So it may take a couple of days for the plants for the seedlings to surface from the soil, and then they're good to go. They're good to go for a few days or for a few weeks actually. Here's how I water how I water the seedlings. Some of the directions tell you to water from beneath and all of that, and sometimes they make things a lot harder than they really are. I use a water bottle, just a sports bottle. You can get them for free at people give them away. You can get it from the thrift store for probably 25 cents or so. But just a plain old water bottle is what I use. You can actually control the amount of water that each plant gets. Sometimes the plants will kind of keel over in the water, and I use my tweezers. Sometimes when I'm done, you'll see that the plant is tipped over, and I'll just use the tweezer to kind of prop it back up. Sometimes the seeds, when you first start watering, the seedlings will die if they'll drown. And if you find that you've got like an empty patch, then maybe the next time you water, you just kind of water in that spot. The fun thing about watching these plants is that all the seeds don't come up at the same time. So some seeds come up really fast and some come up really slow, even in the same variety. I'm not talking about the different varieties, but like I'll plant a whole bunch of tomato seeds or pepper seeds or something like that, and some of them will just take forever to grow, and they're just like slow. They're slow, and it's like they have their own little schedule. And it's okay. That's just like people. Some people move. Some people are fast. Some people are slow, and plants are the same way. So, yep, that's how it is sometimes. Okay, well, hopefully this video is not going to be too long. I hope I was able to help. And that was it for today. Until next time, keep growing.